Okay. All right. Hi, I am Erin, Realtor with Long Realty in Tucson, Arizona. And I'm extremely excited to be here with Carruth with Foothills Fit Body Boot Camp. How are you today, Carol?
I'm great. It's Tuesday. We acknowledge Tuesdays as Transformation Tuesdays. So love it.
Are you transforming like as we speak?
I had a workout earlier. It's been a transformative day right before Thanksgiving and the holidays. So we've got a lot geared up for the holidays. So we're on it.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So, I might as well ask you right off the bat, like in regards to your hours, do you have different hours over the holidays?
Just right around Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. But, people always like to get their workout on. So we pretty much, other than those specific days, those holidays, we're open. So.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. And we'll talk later a little bit about how things maybe have changed a bit with COVID and kind of like how people are, comfortable and some are not. So we'll go into
Absolutely.
that later. So I'd love to find out a little bit about your business and like how it runs and what happens there.
Awesome. Well, with Fit Body Boot Camp, it is a franchise. So, just got to know Bedros Keuilian, who's the CEO, and just he's such a passionate person. And as far as wanting to transform lives, and I love the model with that because it's not just a workout, it's about, the whole wellness spectrum. Mm-hmm. So we're working with nutrition, mindset, habit forming, best practices and things like that towards your health, wellness, and fitness. And then it's just backed up by, these amazing 30-minute workouts, which make it very easy to fit into your routine, your structure, your day. And then backing it up with that nutrition in a community that's going to help support you, give you that extra accountability, motivation, and support in a very safe environment. And literally our motto is to make that the best 30 minutes of your day. So our goal literally is to make, whenever you step foot into our doors, that best 30 minutes of your day that you will then kind of draw out into the rest of your life, and your family, your community, your workplace, all of that.
I could even maybe do 30 minutes.
Absolutely. There's no excuses.
We were having this discussion, not my favorite thing to do, but like I said, I do really well with a trainer. I am that person that needs that accountability. And
Absolutely.
I think that's yeah, there you go. So one thing that I was so excited about, of course, we spoke last night, before, just to kind of get to know each other a bit before I throw her on here. And you talked a lot about kind of your motivation and, your past jobs that you've had that have really
Absolutely.
kind of inspired this. And if you want to, I hope you want to talk a little bit about that, because I could see why you would want to turn this into something that could help people,
Yeah, Erin, first of all, I want to thank you for actually reaching out to me because that's pretty amazing. I see your passion behind the Catalina Foothills. It's such a beautiful place. It inspires so much creativity, and just the lives in that area are very amazing. So for you to just go the extra step and, bring, all this information to folks is just, on your own time is amazing. So thank you for that.
Oh, yes.
As far as for me and what got myself and my husband Rob into Fit Body, is two things really. One is, as a retired detective with the Tucson Police Department, I shared with you, I was pretty much getting burnout at the end of my career, and I wasn't taking care of myself. So just working long days, going hours without nutrition, going, through the fast food, the cycling of low energy dumps, and then spiking it with caffeines and all that stuff. My body was, as you get older, kind of wreaking havoc on itself. So that's one spectrum of why, of course, fitness has always been a passion, but really diving into that knowledge and then wanting to help others so that they don't have to go through what I went through.
Yeah, sure.
But then also from, just the detective standpoint, I had the opportunity to work with medical professionals, mental health professionals, obviously public safety, just people in all spectrums of our community and society. And one thing, like, as you get burned out and you think about where do you want to go from here and how do you continue to make a difference, getting out of the negativity of the violence and everything day after day, how can you kind of change that? And, you know, the outcome of that was just passionately getting involved with Fit Body and trying to create, you know, best practices for those in our community. Our doors, supporting them, the medical professionals that come and work out with us, the mental health technicians, the engineers, the teachers, public safety professionals, all of the whole gamut that comes through our doors, supporting them to be the best in their health, wellness, and fitness, in their mindset, to help support them with their families, their careers, their communities. And ultimately, in my mind, what that does is it helps to prevent violence. It prevents crimes. And those people who are out there supporting those who may struggle in certain areas, just helping them to help others to be at their best and being those role models for their children in every walk of life that they come in contact with.
Full circle.
So more of a preventative of violence or just hardship, really, in our community.
And so much, I mean, so much is about mental health for sure, you know.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think anyone could say that this has happened to them. You know, it's like you're sitting around and you're thinking, I don't really feel good, you know, and then it dawns on you, have I done anything today? Have I moved my body today? And then my little Apple Watch says, stand up. And I'm like, oh my God. But it's true, because I try really hard to start my days off with a walk, because I really feel that just puts my brain in the right spot. And I just don't feel maybe as guilty for eating or for sitting down. And it's funny, you know, you talk about, you know, like your past profession and not taking care of yourself. As a realtor, it's very similar. Like, I mean, not, you know, maybe to the level of
absolutely,
but we are on the go all the time. There's a huge amount of stress. You know, you're on the fly. It's not quite as crazy since COVID. I mean, at least because people don't expect you places quite as much. Like, you can do a lot from your computer. But no, I think it's important for anybody to just really find that, you know, that peace in their life. And I'm always searching for it. So who knows? It could happen.
No, that's very true. The hardest thing, especially in like the medical field, even realtors, I found that you're absolutely right. In realtors, we have a lot of members that are realtors, and it's so hard to give yourself permission to take that time for you. It's like that whole airbag effect in an airplane, you know, where you have to kind of service yourself first with the oxygen before you can help anybody else. So absolutely, take care of yourself.
Absolutely. No, I think it's just it's great. So now how does the program work? I mean, we were talking about COVID a little bit, and you had mentioned that some people are still comfortable in, you know, more of a group setting. My guess is you're still probably doing some kind of social distancing and all of that.
We are, yeah. So we've had to obviously cut our numbers down in each session, as far as sizes. And then, you know, our cleaning and sanitary, you know, protocol is it's pretty amped up. We actually, Fit Body took a really huge lead in that spectrum. We set kind of like the guidelines for that and set our protocol into like the CDC, into the White House, to state governments, sharing with them, you know, everything we were doing as far as sanitizing your feet when you come in, taking your temperature when you come in, making sure you wear your mask when you come in, and sanitizing your hands. And then we had a kind of like a routine walkthrough of how to enter, how to exit, and that kind of thing. So, and just to reassure everybody, you know, we're doing our best, and then cleaning all of the equipment in between every session. So we've had to really amp it up. Absolutely.
You know, and because I remember gyms obviously was one of the last things to kind of reopen, but what I was finding is some of the bigger gyms were allowed to reopen, but smaller gyms weren't. It seemed to me. Was that happening?
We've actually been open since they opened the first time. We never shut down. So actually, I think it's the bigger gyms, the big box gyms that had stayed closed longer and more of a boutique kind of style that we are. And we also do one-on-one PT as well. So that we actually, we're pretty good with that.
So then you're able to help both, you know, if I was uncomfortable, there'd be an option for me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot of our members took that option. We started, small group size fitness classes too, or just people who are comfortable working with each other. But then also acknowledging the fact that I and our members are very passionate about is how, you know, working out for the mindset, the health benefits of it is so paramount. Like there's so much research out there from doctors that show just taking care of yourself, getting in your workouts, and a strong system is so important these days. And that's really what we focus on with our members now more than anything.
Well, that's great. I'm curious if you've always been a workout person. Have you been one of those people that I go, how did you do this?
Me, pretty much since I rolled out of my mom's womb, I've been a workout person. Yeah.
Good. I always wonder if it's like something that's kind of born into person, you know, like
I think so. Yeah, I mean, my friend, you know, just it's been part of my whole life. Yeah,
that's good.
And I'm very grateful for that, honestly, because it's really, to be honest, and we're on the subject, it's gotten me through a lot of tough times in my life, as far as, you know, working out and processing things. Like you talked about going out on your walk every morning to clear your head, create that right mindset, kind of focus on what are those things you want to accomplish in your day. It helps you achieve your goals. There's a saying, you know, if you schedule your lifestyle around your fitness, health, and wellness, that you're more productive, more prosperous, happier, you know, healthier. Things just kind of fall in line with that. And I believe that.
I completely believe that. I know what's good, and I know what my demons can be, so to speak. It's like,
Absolutely.
I have to remind myself. But when I do put myself first, it's tough. But when I do put myself first, I do definitely. I'm more productive. I'm more positive, upbeat, if that's possible, more positive and bubbly.
Right.
But yeah, so this is great. So now it sounds like, so you're not originally from Tucson, correct?
Nope. No, I'm from New England.
New England. Now they have Manhattan clam chowder, right? Not the white clam chowder, but or do you have the white clam chowder?
We have the white in Massachusetts.
That's the one I like. I'm from Seattle, Washington, so we love love our seafood. But you've been here for many years, correct?
Yeah, I've been here more years than not now, since I was 22 when I moved out here. So.
And now you're military, correct?
Yeah, Davis Monthan brought me out here.
Yeah, I love Tucson. I spent, like I said, many summers here as a child. My childhood best friend was here. My parents' best friends were her parents. So we'd come every summer, and I love the heat. I love the monsoons, even though we're not getting them.
No.
Barely.
So beautiful.
But it is really a special place, and I'm truly, really honored to have met you through this platform, and maybe someday I'll work out again.
Yeah, you will.
The first person I'll call.
You're gonna read this, and you're gonna be like, okay, I gotta see Carol.
She does have a book. She sent me this, and she's gonna send me a copy. Tell me like a little bit about the book. I'm so curious.
You know, the book is, you know, focused towards women. It talks just about, you know, the challenges we face when we start like menopause and hormonal changes. And a lot of that just really comes down to fitness and nutrition. And how over time we get into these routines or habits that don't benefit us, whether it's, you know, drinking too much coffee or caffeine, eating too many like processed carbs, these kind of things. And then over time, our body starts wearing down. We don't recover faster. We start gaining weight. We can't lose it, low energy and all of that. So it just talks about how to prevent that, really, and why it all happens, really. And just little things you can do to change to help prevent that and live a more longevity, vitality-driven lifestyle, primarily.
Little things make a big thing, you know, a lot of little things. And I tend to like to bite off a little more than I can chew sometimes, and I have to say, wait a minute, scale it back, and it'll all like baby steps, kind of work your way up there, you know. Is there anything else you want to add? Is there anything else you want us to know about you, your business, anything?
You know, just that We love being part of the Foothills community, and we love our little spot up there at the top of Swan, and it's kind of nice. We're kind of off the beaten path, but it's so great to get out of the hustle and bustle of traffic and just head towards those mountains, get your workout on, clear your head, and then in a great community. So, we love inspiring lives, and I pretty much just, love the
right
area.
next to the Grazia, which is one of my very favorite. Talk about a hidden gem. I can't tell you how many people have asked if they've been there. They've never heard of it. I'm like, have you?
Oh.
It is the most amazing place. You have to go there, So DeGrazia as well. If you're close to DeGrazia, you're close to your place. So
yeah, there, and Diana Medeiros too. A lot of her artwork you'll see in the gym, and the Ventana Canyon area, just beautiful colors, and it's just very inspiring.
Oh my gosh, and our skies at night, in the morning, it's just amazing. So
it is.
Well, I just want to thank you so much for taking the time today for the Catalina Foothills community to find out a little bit more about Foothills Fit Body Boot Camp.
Well, thank you, Erin. You're amazing.
Well, thank you. So if you want to give us your address real fast, and of course I'll tell you she's going to give us this, but I will make sure it's on the back page of the interview when it is posted. And she will also, there's on the Parkbench website, there is an actual page dedicated to them that has photos and information. If she ever has any promotions or any events coming up, she can post them there. So hopefully we can kind of turn this into something that, the Foothills really utilize is kind of the goal. So
awesome.
So what's your address?
It's 6430 North Swan. It's at the top of Swan, kind of complex there, suite 110.
Okay, perfect. And your phone number?
520-297-8280.
Perfect. Okay. Well, that's it for now. And looking forward to the book.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay. Until next time, peace out.